What's going on, guys? All right, I'm gonna try to keep this brief and get right to the training footage. So this is the last week of volume training. This is supposed to be a deload week, and then next week I was gonna start peaking. But here's the thing. Because of the knee injury I told you guys about that I had this year, and because of the back injury last year, I was starting off really light and I started my volume training late. So I really didn't feel like I was where I needed to be this week. I didn't feel like I deserved a deload because I started everything so late. So what I did do though is I didn't do any of the squats with the regular bar or any bench pressing with the regular bar, because what was really bothering me was my elbows, my bicep tendons. They get really inflamed when I do too much low bar squat and or too much volume on bench press. So all week, all I did was the safety squat bar for squats and the Swiss bar for bench press. So I definitely gave my elbows a break, and I'm hoping that they're not going to bother me when I start peaking next week. But as far as the deadlifts go, I still wanted to get some volume in. So on Monday, I did one set of 3 with 452. That's the heaviest weight I've gone since I hurt my back last year. And today I was supposed to do 5 sets of 3. Now look, I can't make excuses. I gotta be smart and I gotta be responsible for my own well-being. But this is where having a good training partner comes into play. Like my buddy, he means well, he's a good dude, but to him, it's always just intensity. It's always push yourself to the limit, go as hard as you can, destroy yourself, kill yourself. I used to think this way myself, and I'm trying to tell him, you gotta train smarter, not harder. I try to tell him about leaving reps in the tank, about fatigue management, about leaving reps in the tank so you come back strong for your next set, leaving reps in the tank so you come back ready to train again for your next session. And because since I'm always preaching that to him, I should understand that for myself. And you guys aren't going to hear the discussions we're having in between sets, but I'm telling him after 3 sets of 3, I'm telling him I think I better just call it a day. I think I did enough. And he's yelling at me, yo, don't ever quit, don't ever quit. We got to go to war. You got to push yourself. And then after 4 sets of 3, I told him, yeah, I really need to call it quits. And like I said, I need to be smarter. I can't blame someone else for my mistakes. But what you will hear, since you don't hear the discussions in between sets, I didn't record that. You'll see on my last set, it's just stupid to me. My knees are trembling. I'm getting what they call the earthquakes. And what that comes from is pressure on my sciatic nerve. As I'm coming up and the bar gets close to my knees, I start getting that pressure on my sciatic nerve, and it causes my body to start trembling. And you really see that. You see that on the first rep of my 3rd set, and on the 4th set and the first rep, you see that happening. And on the first rep of the 5th set, I'm shaking like a leaf. And man, my buddy should have been like, yo, bro, he should have threw in the towel. It's quick, call it quits. Man, it's too much. You're taxing yourself too much. You got to be ready to train again on Monday. And I shouldn't even be relying on someone else. But instead of him saying that, if you listen, after the 2nd rep, I just said to myself, I'm done. And you could hear him say, 1 more, last rep. He's still pushing me after I was shaking like a leaf. And I'm to the point I can injure myself. I can re-injure myself. And he's still trying to push me to do another one. Like I said, man, I can't blame anyone else. I got to look out for my own well-being. I always preach train smarter, not harder. I got to listen to it, but whatever. It is what it is. I just took a couple of ibuprofens, and hopefully I'll be ready to start hitting some heavy singles on Monday. Anyways, here's the footage. It's dumb, stupid training. I should have been smarter, but it is what it is. All right, I'll be back on Monday. Time to start bench pressing with the regular bar again, squatting with the regular bar, and start working on some heavy singles. All right.
The Hollow family. No time for sleep, gotta hit the streets. In my peak, with Mr. Wallum, hit the door with this fat. We hit this fat and rip the track back to back. Feeling the vibe, on around the click, catching contacts. We bring your drama to your right to be. Do me a favor and bring on the real MCs. Respect the high representative. It's Smith and West. If they give you a rundown of how it is. What we do, we don't fake it, we just take it. So let's get it. Time to fight. Come on, it's battle time, baby. Battle time. Y'all so slow. I murder y'all guys.
Lightweight.
Y'all don't push.
Lightweight.
I know it's going to hell. Blowing the shell. I got down so hard I thought no one would tell.
I'm looking at
But I'm
535 up
dead
there.
on. I hold it down like my man's gone. I shoot anything I get my fucking hands on. To leave a coward in this bloody